Hello, welcome. My name is Daniel and this is my project. This is my new Vmix football graphics that I'm selling right now, and I would like to demonstrate how they are used, how the project is used, and I believe you guys follow. And this time it's easy. This time it's very easy. If you can see my old project, this is the old project I created for sale. It's still online. A lot of people purchase direct. A lot of calls I received. A lot of people wanted to purchase direct, and it's done. Those who wanted to purchase online also went there to my website to purchase it, and it is also easy to use. As you remember, we had all these features in there and a lot of them, but this time there is an update. I have created an update for the project. This time there is a new feature, and most of the projects on the new feature are going to come from an Excel sheet. Excel sheet is going to populate everything that we have on the football graphics. So let's start. Okay, so this is our Vmix software. So let's begin. First and foremost, after downloading your file, this is the new file. Of course, this is the old file. This is the new football graphics. After downloading it, just extract, follow exactly what I'm doing, and it will be easy for you to install the template. Okay, so we have our projects ready. This is our Vmix graphics project. Okay, so what the first thing that we'll do is to open the Vmix project itself. We'll go there, open, and locate the Vmix file. Okay, so we go open and locate the Vmix file. This is the new file. This is the new project. We open it, we go to Vmix project file, and we select it to open. Okay, so anytime you download this project, you first see this open preset dialog box that comes on your screen, and all that you need to do is to first click open. Don't click append, just select open. Okay, so anytime you download this project, you might be asked these questions. Okay, it will ask you to locate some files or something. It will ask you to locate the files. So all that you need to do is to go back and make sure all these files are located. It is asking for live game sample, and this is where we have the samples. So you go back, all these files are here. You can locate all these files here, so take your time and locate all these files. We are looking for weather forecast GT. Weather forecast GT, this is it. We hit open. We are looking for S results. Okay, we are looking for all games. We are looking for all games results. That is all games results. So we look for it here. All games results. We select it. We hit OK. You can also hit OK anytime you see this, because it is so open for you. Just hit OK to open all these files. There are two ways of loading all these files into your Vmix project. Okay, what you can do is you can come back to the project itself and drag them one by one with the guideline from this folder. If you can see these patterns, this patterns is giving us the idea where every file is and then the numbers. Okay, so you can have a look at it, go back here and drag them onto your Vmix. So let's go on. So we're now going to open our Vmix UTC. So we go straight to the same project. I've also added a UTC filing. Make sure you have 14 January 2021 version or higher, okay, or higher. So let's start. So we will go to download. That is where we put our new football graphics. We go in there and we go straight to UTC file. We hit open. Okay, so our UTC is open. We have the UTC file open nicely. This is what we have here, and the UTC file or UTC project comes with two sections. That is the main section and data section. As you can see, there is a problem over here. This is where the Excel data are coming from, and they are a little bit problem over here. Most of you guys who understands Excel connections or Excel input to vMix UTC, you might be facing these problems most of the times. If any of you guys have any solution or any idea to bring it back immediately, you can just comment it down below the comment section, and just tell us how you guys do it, how you guys recover all this Excel data. Okay, so we will go through my way, the way I used to do it, and if you guys have any idea, you can go ahead and do it. Okay, so we have our main project over here. This is how we set up the project. We have the main project here. It is already connected to the Vmix. So when we lower it down and we hit, we are supposed to see them showing on screen. But the problem is we don't have any data. And remember, I said this project's data comes from an Excel sheet. So we're going to open the Excel sheet. The Excel sheets are in my team data. Okay, teams data. When you open teams data, sorry, it is still Excel, but you can see you see some logos over here, but it's still Excel. Okay, it might be Excel on your end, but the logo might deceive you. It's still an Excel sheet. Okay, so let's open our Excel sheet for the project. Okay, so this is where all this information are fed through. Okay, so we have here home team squad, this home team squad, and this time you have all the names of the players, all of them here, all the names of the players, and then the coach himself, or the manager sometimes they call, over here. And this squad also tells how many games a player has played, and also tells how many goals a player has scored, how many assists the player has done, and ranking from his record, how or what number of rank or how he ranked in whatever league that they are playing. Okay, so all these informations are very important, because when we go to the vMix UTC or the vMix graphics, you might see all this information getting in there. Okay, so the next line is the officials. Okay, so all these sections will demand the names of the officials. You can add more to it. You can still add more officials here. It is also okay. And when you go to away team, the difference are the colors. Okay, I have differentiated it with colors. So we have all these colors here to represent what it is, and I just use some random names from Manchester United and then I think Chelsea, so you can cope with me. So all these files are here intact. All these rankings and goal scoring are very important. You can set them up yourself. And we have clubs info. this is also very important section that we will also go through. This is the club info. This is where the name of the tournaments is. This is where it will be written. This is the name of the tournaments, whatever tournaments you'll be managing, or whatever tournaments you guys have been running. This is where the tournament names will go. It is very important because it will appear on the graphics. Okay, and the clubs or teams name. This is the home team and then the away team. This is the name of the home team and this is the away team, and the team initials. Okay, the 3-letter words or 3 text from every team that goes up there, that goes here, that goes here. See, all these ones are there nicely. Okay, they are just representing only 3 letters over there, so this is where you put them. And also we have a section over here called live from Elwak Stadium. This is one of the private stadiums we have in Ghana. Let me say, I would say some well, it's a military stadium though, so I just decided to write something, and that is the only name that came in mind. So we say live from Elwak Stadium. This is very important also. And we come here, this is formation for the home team and then formation for the away team. These are also important. And we go to matches coming up, and matches coming up are also very, very important. We will go through this later, and these are matches that are supposed to be played. Okay, these are matches that are supposed to be played. And if you see this side, there is a drop down over here that I will show you how to set up this drop down. It's very important. You have to set up this drop down over here to select your files and everything. Okay, these drop downs will indicate whether a particular team or a particular game will be live on TV or not. This is what this one represents. And we go to the match statistics. No, the match lineup, I should say. We go to the match lineup, and these are the lineup for the game. You could see the first line has a unique color, the middle has the coach name, and the rest are the subs, the substitutes. Okay, so you arrange it exactly as it is. You arrange it exactly beautifully as it is. This arrangement can be edited at any time. You can edit it and add your information in there. And when we go to match statistics, okay, the match statistics will also be seen in the project. We have match statistics, and this is what we have over here. We have the statistics, we have 50% projects and whatever it is, but there is a dot, okay, after this. That dot is very important. That is why I noted here that your percentage must end with a dot to disable Excel expression. Okay, so you have to add a dot behind the statistics to have your expression nullified. Okay, so we go to the next one. The next one is the weather forecast. We also see this in the project. This weather forecast will tell how the weather is looking at, how the weather is for that particular game, and it's also very important sometimes. It's very important sometimes when you're playing in some areas, okay, in some part of the world it rains often. And the next one that we have here is all games results. Okay, so these are the results from other games that has been played. I don't know how your league looks like. This is also the games played in various or different avenues, so you have to bring all of them here. You have to show them here on screen. This section over here, I will tell you what to do over here. So let me just move on, jump it a little bit. I will come back here. We have the standings. This is the standing chart for the league. Okay, this is the standing chart for the league, and all these ones are also on the Vmix graphics. Okay, we have something we call last 4 games played. This data over here represents the teams and their winning record or losing drawing record within the past 4 days. By the way, this is one of the easiest projects. This is the very easy project. Okay, you don't need any expertise to run this project. It is very easy. Okay, so we'll go back to the Vmix UTC, and this is what we will do. We are now here to configure the UTC, because when you check over here, all these data are lost because the Excel sheet is lost. So we go to the data. All this Excel sheet is not supposed to be like this. So we will go back to our projects, the project you downloaded. There is a folder called sample. Open the folder, and there is this file over here. It's a picture file. It says Excel sheet setup sample. Just open this project, or just open this picture here. Okay, so when you open this picture, this is what you see in this picture. This is exactly what you see. All these files that we see over there are there, but this is how the Excel data is supposed to look like. This is how the Excel data is supposed to look like. So what we're going to do right now is that we are going to add all this data manually. This, what I think it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 data manually. Okay, so let's start. This is the first one. We will right click, go to Excel data, and go to Excel data. We have the Excel data selected. Okay, so we also go here, we go to setup. On the old one, just copy exactly the name over there, come over here, select it, change this name as it's supposed to be, and the color, it's aqua, and we hit OK. Okay, so this is exactly what we have. So we can take this one off, we can delete it, carry this one through to this section, put it here, arrange it nicely over here. Okay, and there is one important thing that you have to do. Okay, you have to go back to your folder and make sure, if you want to install your Vmix Excel sheets on a network, it is okay. You can also do that. You can install it on a network, and what you do is just go straight to wherever you have installed your Vmix data Excel, whether on network or whatever it is. Just go to the data team, the team's data, click on the game data, go to your Windows. What exactly are we going to do? We are going to copy the path. Okay, copy the path, minimize it down, come over here and paste the path in there, and make sure there are some colons in front. Okay, there are some colons in front. You can zoom in to see, make sure these colons are out. That is from the beginning, you go to the end. Okay, so make sure those colons are out. Okay, so exactly what we have right now, and this data needs to connect to the exact data, because what we are seeing here is not exactly what we want. Okay, so we'll go back to the picture example that we have on your project. We have this one in your project. Okay, so we'll first have a look at the first one. The first one, it says 1 -1 0 2 0, and we have only 21 rows. So let's go there. We say 1 -1, and let me check it again. 0, we have 0, and we have 2 here, and we have 0 there. So when we click on it, this is the team squad. This is exactly what we will see. We are supposed to see from the Excel data. Okay, this is exactly what we are supposed to see from the Excel data, and we will close this. This one is done. We can also make a copy of it, bring it here. We are going to change this away team SQ, go there, copy the name exactly. Don't make sure it is the same name you are copying. Don't change any letter in there. Open it, paste it, and make sure you have the purple color for away team, and you will hit OK. After that, just close this off and put this over here. So you also go back to the sample picture. This is the second one. We have 1, -1, 0, 2, 2. Okay, and we have 21 files. 1, -1, 0, 2, 2. Maybe I would have to do a tutorials on how to set your Excel sheets, and for now, for users or whatever you're going to use it for, you can just follow what I'm doing and you have your files back on your Excel sheet or on your Vmix graphics. So you don't need to do any serious job over here. All this serious and busy job has been done already, so you are just fixing little issues. So we will go there, we will say 1, -1, 0, 2, 2. Let's go back to it. We say 1, -1, 0, 2, and 2. Okay, 1, -1, 0, 2, 2. That is exactly what the data says. So when we click, we have the away team and then their team numbers or their jersey numbers set over there. We will have to do the same thing to the rest of the data here. We'll have to do the same thing. Make sure all this data follows exactly how these ones are, okay. Make sure the names and the colors are the same. Set it nicely, and I will pause it over here and fix it and then come back. Okay, so all the files are connected, all the Excel sheets are connected nicely over here. This is where the Excel sheet is located, so this is the path, exactly what we wanted. Make sure you add all this path nicely and beautiful. Okay, so we have this file set, and before we continue onto this data over here, we'll also go back to the Vmix and set also some data connections on the Vmix. We'll first go to Vmix data source, and there are 2 data sources over here. Okay, the first data is lost, so we go here, we click on the first one, that is the games coming up. You hit on the settings over here, so we go straight to browse and locate the file from download, new graphics, data, teams data, and we hit on the Excel the game data. Okay, then you hit OK. Yes, so we have our game data loaded over here. Actually, this data feeds a different different graphics or different modules in here, and it's very necessary for you to add this data here. And we have the second one, be it the crawler. We select, we go to the same folder, download, new, and then we go to team data and we select crawler. We hit OK and we hit OK again. We have the crawler wall set. So we close it. We will go back to the Vmix UTC and check our data and see whether it is well connected. Before you do that, make sure you hit sync to resync the whole data. Okay, and all these files are supposed to be seen here. All this data over here are all connected to these files here. Okay, so when I hit on this, I am supposed to see a data. If I don't see any data, if there is no data over here, you can close, save. You can first save the Vmix UTC that you've created. Just go back there, save it, go to new UTC, go here and save. Or this is what you will do. When you save like this, you can close it and reopen it. You have all your data back. All the data will be intact. So let's try it. Let's try it right now. Let's close the data and go back to the projects. I think it is here. Yes, downloads UTC. Open it again. We go to open. We look exactly for it. We are looking for download, new folder, and then we go to UTC and we hit open. Okay, so we have our data intact. You could see all this data are now filled. All these data are connected now after reopening it. All these data are connected. All these ones are connected. Even here, all these data are connected. So when you go back to the data source, you could see them here. Very important. Okay, so right now, okay, so before we set up the penalty, this is what we will do. We will first go into our folder, to the penalty folder. This is what we have here, and we will set the first penalty. Okay, this is the number 1. Okay, so we go here, we copy the path, we go straight into this data, we open the data, and that number 1 is here. Okay, or first let's select the clear. Okay, select the clear, go in there, copy the path, come here and change this one, save. Let me stretch a little bit. Okay, and make sure the columns are cleared. Make sure you clear all these columns, don't leave them there. Do it as exactly what I'm doing. Okay, don't change it. And we have the second one, that is the go 1. We have this one too, go 1. Okay, so we go here. Let me copy this, copy, and then paste it, copy and paste it. After pasting, this is go 1. So all that I need to do is to make sure this side is now GOAL 1. Okay, so that's, we have already selected this, and we go to the next one, that is the not go 1. Okay, not go 1. So we copy this, or I think we've already copied it. Let me paste it here, paste, and we select this. I have a very sensitive mouse. We select this and we say NOT not go 1. Okay, not go 1, they are all one word. After that we hit save. Just save it once like this. Okay, just save it and close it. Just save and close it. Let's go back to the penalty. You go straight to the penalty, you hit on it, you open the penalty module, the first module. You go here, that is the first one. Let me show you. This is the first one for the home team. You go in there, you hit on it, you go to this section, that is a load list, and we go straight to, let me look for the, we go straight to penalty images, and we select the data we just created. Select the data, and you have all these files intact here. Okay, after that, then you will hit save. So let's try it and see. Okay, it is now showing we have one here. Okay, we have the one here. So this is what we will do. Instead of us going back there to do the same thing, this is what we will do. We will come here, we'll first okay, instead of doing the same thing over and over with much stress, this is what we'll do. We'll come here, edit, go straight to the same section, open the data again, and this time we say go to, not go to. Okay, this is exactly what you will do. Then hit on save. So when you show it, go to, it shows, and not go to, it shows. Okay, so we go to the next one, that is the third one. We'll go to load list. We'll go to load list, just load the list again, stretch it up, go here, we are dealing with go 3, and then we go to here, we say not go 3, we save it. That is also showing. We go to the fourth one. Okay, so we are done with the home team. So we do the same. I think we are done with the home team. All these sections are well arranged. We are done with the home team. We are done with the home team. So we go straight to the away team. We set the same thing to the away team. We go here and we go straight to the data. Open the data back, and we say 1 I think this is okay for the data. We hit OK. We go to the second one. We load data again, and we change it to 2 instead of 1. 2. This is also 2. Okay, so we have the penalty also here. The penalty has been arranged already. So when a team has scored, home team scored, we say home team scored. When away team score, we say away team score. When the second kick, home team lost it, the away team also scored. And then the third strike or the third kick, let's say home team score and away team spoiled it. So this is how you arrange your penalty. So after it is done, all that you need to do is to come here and then tell us how many goals has been scored here, how many goals has been scored. So we are going to start the project now. Okay, so we go straight to the vMix, and the first thing that you have to set is the team color over here. We have red and blue for Chelsea, and then red for Man United. Okay, this is how we change the colors. Okay, when you come here to color, you come here first to color, you go in there, you go to settings, just click on settings, or you can right click on it and go to properties. Okay, come to properties. I think this is a little bit technical, but you only do one thing here. This is blue, let's change it to green. Okay, and see what happens. And let's also right click it and go to the properties, or go to properties. This is red. What if we say it is pink? I think that is the right spelling of pink. And when we hit this and we hit this, we are supposed to see the colors changed. Okay, you can see the pink not showing clearly. Okay, the pink is there, the green is there. You can also go there. Instead of pink, let me change the color to red. I think red will be visible. And when I hit OK and hit this, the away team is supposed to change to red. Okay, so this is how to change the team colors on your graphics. Okay, so we go straight, we leave this side. Before we leave this side, there is another project, or there is another connection over here. This our team logo. When it hits over here, you go in there, team logo. These are very important also. Okay, so you can select the first team to be Chelsea. You select the Chelsea, make sure the Chelsea is well selected, and then go there again. Then we select the Man United, make sure that one is also well selected. That is it. That is exactly what we will do on this section. Okay, so we'll go straight to the main. Okay, so we start the whole project. So we have the top corner. We have the top corner teams and scores. Okay, so you can set your time. You can set any time that you want, maybe 20 minutes. I have set it to 20 minutes. And when you hit, it comes, it goes like how it's supposed to be. And when you want to increase the scores, you do it here. You can easily increase the scores over here. You can easily increase the scores over here. Okay, and that is it. Okay, you can bring it in and out at all time. Okay, so this is how the graphics works here. And we have something also over here, the first half. The second half, you can see it is changing on screen. Okay, second half, and then first extra, all these ones will be there changing for you. Okay, and we also have penalties, which will come on. We have also full time, which we will demonstrate later. And we also have extra time. You can add 2 minutes to the game. It pushes back to the game, and when you want to take it off, you take it off. And on this line, we can also show the ball possession as the game is going on. This data over here, this one is showing the game possession, and this is where we can find it on the Excel sheets. Just come here onto your Excel sheet and go to match statistics. So this is where the game possession is being shown. So if I come here and I say that I want to change this possession to 20, and here will be 80. So when I hit on save and I minimize it, the project that I have over here is supposed to change. When I come here, I select it, you see we have 80. Okay, we have 80, 20. Okay, weather, we come to the weather. this is where you can find the weather. It's somewhere here, weather. And when you come here to the weather, you can change it if you want to. You can change the weather forecast. If you want to just hit on it and change the figure, it will affect whatever we have here. For instance, when we go in here, we can change this one to 40 and make sure you hit save. When you hit save, it will go straight onto the software. You see we have 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, and we'll still go on. We have over here, that is the game today. Okay, today's game, the game to be played. This is what we have here, but we have it in two. We have the lower third and then the full screen. The LT lower third and then the FS is full screen. So when I hit on full screen, I would have to see the logo we added earlier. Okay, we added these logos from this section. These are the logos we are seeing. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so the next line is the full game statistics. Okay, and remember all these files, or all these things, all this information are all coming from the Excel sheet. Remember, we saw this live from Elwak Stadium. Let me show you where this file is. All these files are on the club info. Okay, this is it over here, and this is the team names that we are seeing here are they. Okay, so immediately you set up your Excel sheets to what is supposed to be. The tournament name has to go here. It will also feed into your project. Okay, you can see the up tournament name. So let's change it and see what happens. Let's say English, I hope it's correct, English Premier League. Okay, so when we do this and we save it, it goes straight. Wait a moment. Okay, it comes straight to the project. Okay, when we do that and we come back to it, it comes straight to the project. You see it has changed. We have English Premier League up here, and all these things are coming from this data. So you have to make sure you set up your data before your game. Okay, so we go back to the Excel sheet. Let's choose the lower third. All this lower third information, this Elwak team, Elwak Stadium, the Chelsea, the Manchester United, all this information are coming from this section over here. Okay, so let's go back to it, and we have full game statistics. Okay, remember we have statistics over here that shows one statistic at a time. We have here full game statistics, and let me show you where it is coming from your Excel sheet. You go to match statistics, and we have this over here. Remember, we have this test over here, statistics, and that is what we are seeing over here, statistics. You can change it. I don't know whether it's a right spelling or something. You can change it to suit whatever you want to do with it. That is what we see here, statistics, and the rest of the information are obviously on your screen. So you have your statistics over here, so you can say this is the first half statistics. We can say it's a second half statistic. We can say it's a full game statistics. Okay, first half statistics, and then we can also say full-time statistics. Okay, on this section. Okay, so we move to the next one, that is match coming up. This is very important. I think you have to, guys, you have to take a little notes on this one. It is very easy, but just understand it. Okay, so let me take it off again. So we move the graphics in. This is what we have, and it says that all these matches will be live on TV, but this is not what we want. You remember I showed you Yes, this is it. This is the drop down. This is the only time we will edit this section. Okay, so what we will do is we will have to go straight to where we saved our template. We'll go in there, and there are another files over here. Remember, make sure you also install this font. Okay, make sure you install all these fonts over here. Make sure you install this font before you start all these projects. Okay, make sure these fonts are installed first. So we go to other images. Okay, this is the images that we are looking for, and we'll first select on TV, go to home. Those who are using Windows, just click on copy path. When you copy path, just come to the first one. Either you will delete it and hit paste again. You have it nicely over there. Okay, you have it nicely located over there, and you will have to go back to the folder again, select the picture, and then go straight here and copy. Come back here. Remember, most of you will be saving like this. Most of you will be clicking this way and hitting clear and save. But remember, something will happen when you do it this way. There will be a colon in front of it from the beginning. There will be a colon from the beginning and the end of this link that you selected. So make sure these colons are cleared from your screen. Okay, sometimes this is what happens, and you have to take notes about this. After that, you hit save. When you hit save, you go straight to the match coming up. Okay, you go straight to the match coming up, and make sure you select not on TV for all. Not on TV. Okay, there is a drop down over there. I think you can see it. Not on TV, 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 and the last one, not on TV. Okay, so this is what we have. You save it, then we go straight to the Vmix, and you see all this information here are lost. So let's say Chelsea Manchester United will be on TV. So we go straight to the Excel sheet. We say Chelsea Manchester United will be on TV. Then we hit save. Immediately we hit save, there is a TV button over there. Okay, there is a button that shows that this particular match will be on TV. And when we say that Leicester and Everton will also be on TV, we can say on TV. We choose the first one, we hit save, we go there, and it is also intact over there. Okay, it tells us that this particular match will also be on TV. Okay, so we go straight to the UTC again. We also go for the let's make clear what we have here. Okay, and we also have the last 4 games. Okay, the last 4 games, it is also here. We also have the last 4 games. Okay, this is what we have here. And when we go to the Excel, this is where we find it, the last 4 games. Let me go to the end. Okay, we have it here, the last 4 games. You can change whether the first game was a win. You can edit them. If Chelsea won the first 4 games, you can say win. If it was a draw for the next game, you say draw. If they lost, you say L, or if they win again, you say lose, or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know how you do it, but the guidelines are here. And last 4 games played, those notes over there is also here at the top. Okay, so that is what we have here. Let's go straight back to the project. Okay, so we have, let me take this one off. So we have lower third, teams and score. Okay, so let's assume somebody scores a goal. we have the goals showing, the time and everything, the time that the goals scored, and over here are the names, okay, the names of the players who scored. For instance, if another player, we have to add another player, maybe we add Thiago Silva. Make sure you don't edit these things online, okay, make sure you don't edit it online. So take it off first, and you come here, you say the goal was scored 20 minutes, okay, and do 20 minutes by this player, Thiago Silva. Then when we shoot it again, we have Thiago Silva 20 minutes. And when Thiago Silva scores another goal, okay, we just put a comma and add that minute. Maybe we say 30 minutes, okay. Then we go back to it, we say 30 minutes. So Thiago Silva scored in 20 minutes and 30 minutes, so he has 2 goals, okay. So let's move on. That is for this section. That is for the lower third section. We have here a ticker. A ticker gives us information on any other games that's probably has been played or is still in play. You see over here, you can see English Premier League. Remember, we edited something over here, we added something over here. Let me show you first. This is what we added. We said English Premier League, so it moves across all the projects, okay. So we go to the next section. The next section will be to show you the adverts, okay. We have this. When we want to push an advert into it, we go here, we look for the adverts, we go here, we check we go to this section, we check the adverts. These are the sponsors, okay. We check for the sponsors, we select a sponsor, Heineken comes in, and then we push Heineken in there, okay. Then we push Heineken in there. We take it off, we can take it off, we can bring it in there, okay. This is what we have with the sponsors, okay. So the next line is home substitute. You just select the name. I think this one works the same as the old projects, okay. You have this. When you select the name, Chelsea comes, okay. This is the home substitute, and this is where this file is coming from. This is where this information are coming from, okay. So that is what we have here, the home team and an away team, okay. So we have it nicely arranged here, and we have the coaches, okay. You can also show the names of the coaches, but when you come here, there are a lot of names here, but just select the coach, okay. Just select the coach, okay. And we have a lot of names here for the away team. Just select the coach or any other manager that is fixed in, okay. Select the coach name and off you go. And we have single player. This is called single player stats. We can identify a particular player from the away team. Maybe we say Jorginho, okay. We select Jorginho is a defender. This is where the data is coming from. Let me show you the data, okay. This is where the data is coming from. That is the home team. Jorginho, let's look for Jorginho is a defender, okay. So let's go straight to he's a defender. Jorginho plays for Chelsea. He has played 4 games. He has scored 4 goals. He has 4 assists and ranked number 4. So we go here, we see Jorginho play this, score this, assisted this number, and then ranked number 4, okay. So all this information are feeding through the Excel sheet. So that is what we have here, okay. And we have the same thing for the away team also. Go down and we go straight to the home first team, okay. This is the lineup for the home team. Very simple. So we have the formation that we laid across. We have the formation that the club info. We have the formation over here, okay. And that is what we are seeing over here, formation, all the players' names and their numbers, and these are the substitutes, okay. These are the substitutes over here. The same thing goes for the away team. Okay, the team names are written up here to show you exactly what we are looking at. So when you go back to the Chelsea or the home team, you have it written boldly over here, and we have this one called the standings. Okay, we have this one called the standings. Okay, this is how the whole league standings looks like. If we want to change this logo over here, we can come up over here, okay, and go here like this and change it. It will affect what we have here. So this logo is also connected to this. I think basically that's exactly what we have here.